Alberta is changing how it polices its communities. Bill 49 introduces a new provincial police force, and that decision could cost taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars. But what does it mean for your wallet, your rights? And do you have a voice in the matter? In April 2025, Premier Danielle Smith and the UCP introduced Bill 49. It allows municipalities to opt out of the RCMP and join a new Alberta Police Service. The new agency would be structured as a crown corporation, with oversight from a provincially appointed board. Critics, including legal scholars and civil society organizations, argue this effectively places operational authority under government control without independent civilian oversight. This would be the first model in Canada to combine opt-in policing, crown governance, and no independent civilian board, a structure some observers say risks becoming uniquely centralized and politically influenced. Grande Prairie is the first pilot community, despite public protest and no referendum. And the financial stakes are substantial. Alberta currently receives a 30% federal subsidy for RCMP policing, about $112 million a year. Under a provincial force, that support disappears. The estimated startup costs? $372 million. Annual operating costs? Another $164 million. The Grande Prairie Switch pilot is costing $19 million. $17 million of that comes from provincial taxpayers. But the costs aren't just financial. Critics warn this shift could open the door to privatization. New police forces need new gear, new infrastructure, new tech, and that means new contracts. Without transparent procurement rules in place, watchdogs caution the process could be vulnerable to favoritism or patronage. Oversight is another concern. Unlike the RCMP, Alberta's new police model doesn't currently include an independent civilian watchdog. This absence could reduce checks and balances, creating a risk of increased political influence. Some legal experts speculate that the force could be used selectively in ways that support provincial legislation. Several scholars warn this could result in charter challenges and intergovernmental court disputes. The issue also raises questions for Indigenous communities. Alberta's proposal does not clarify how treaty policing agreements or how self-administered Indigenous police services will be respected. Public support for this plan? Not strong. Back in 2020, Alberta's own Fair Deal panel found 66% of Albertans opposed a provincial police force. In 2022, a Ledger poll found 84% of respondents wanted to improve the RCMP, not replace it. Yet Bill 49 was passed without a province-wide vote or plebiscite. At a time when Alberta is over $80 billion in debt and facing a $5.2 billion deficit, families are struggling with healthcare delays and rising costs. This project asks a tough question. Is a new police force the right priority right now? Or is it an expensive move with long-term consequences? No matter where you stand on policing, one thing is clear. This is one of Alberta's biggest public safety decisions in decades. Shouldn't taxpayers have a say before the money is spent and the system is changed? Alberta's future deserves more than a rushed rollout. It deserves a real conversation. Thanks for watching. And if this video helped you understand what's happening, like, share, and subscribe. Because democracy works best when everyone knows the facts.